Ladies, I'm gonna tell you about a friend that went out with a single mom of 3 the other night and how this backfired. So let's call him X. His name is X. X goes out with a single mom. He's very excited. What does he do? He brings her flowers against what I recommended him to do. He went against my suggestion and he brings her this big bouquet of flowers. He's so excited. I said, okay, but So he does that. They go out for a nice dinner. He asks her out. He takes her for a nice dinner. He was having an amazing time. Amazing time. It was going great, going just the way he thought it would. And everything's great. And the meals come on time. And she's looking at him and looking at him. They're getting along. They're building connection. And then the check comes. He pays for the check as he should. As he should, y'all. And as the check comes, she asks him, wait, do you mind if we get my kids' food as well? They need some when I come back home. So he says, okay.
Why didn't she pay for her children? Instead of asking him who has already done his part by paying for both of them, she should be reasonable and pay for her kids.
He agrees. He agrees. And not only does she say, he's expecting, maybe some chicken tenders, something like that. But no. This was a nice place. So he was already daddying for the evening. What does she do? She gets 2 big chicken linguine dishes to bring home for her 3. 2. So he, in the back of his head, he said, wow, I can't believe this is happening. So the dishes come, he gets to a point, leaves her for the evening. Now he comes to me saying, what should I do? Ladies, let's see if you're gonna give some good, accurate information here. Let's see if you had a son, brother, or anybody else you'd give good information to. What should he do, ladies?
I'm a single mom. I would never ask this of a stranger. He was definitely a gentleman. But if I was him, there would absolutely not be a second date. He needs to grow up. Her 3 children he knows about are her priority. His acting surprised means he isn't ready. Nope. She could have gotten the food, but she should have paid for her kids' food. I asked my husband about this. He first said it's a package deal. He knew there were kids. I don't agree. I would have probably paid just to skip the awkward conversation, but 0 chance we ever spoke again. I don't understand how can you leave your house without making sure your child is already fed or at least have their dinner ready. By the look of it, she doesn't have the right mindset when it comes to the meaning of dating. I am not sure who told her dating can be used as a source of free food for the whole family. If she got this information from someone, I am afraid this information is incorrect. Dating is designed to give people the opportunity to know each other, not to gather food. Now she is the one who lost the opportunity with a good guy. He was really invested, but her move messed up the whole thing, and now he lost interest. Didn't she think he would feel like she was using this opportunity to get a free meal for her family? It's definitely the reason he lost interest, and this is something she will have to reflect on so she doesn't make the same mistake in the future. Apparently, she planned it from the start because she left the house knowing her children didn't have dinner, and based on what happened she thought he wouldn't mind paying for it. But she forgot most people wouldn't feel comfortable knowing their date articulated a plan to get a free meal from us. This situation probably made him question whether she had an interest in knowing him or if it was all about getting free food for the whole family. I have seen many comments from other single mothers, and most of them couldn't believe she had the courage to ask a stranger to buy a dinner for her children. They said it could never be them. I would like to draw your attention to some of the comments we just read. They highlight how simping is affecting the dating scene, and this is the reason we have so many women living in Disneyland. These are the comments. He needs to grow up. Her 3 children he knows about are her priority. His acting surprised means he isn't ready. I asked my husband about this. He first said it's a package deal. He knew there were kids. I don't agree. Did you notice what they said about this situation? They truly believe he was supposed to pay for it.
She believes her date is responsible to pay for her whole family's dinner since he asked her out.
Should he be ordering food for her kids that's at home?
So it's for my kids.
Real kid.
Yeah, you owe me that.
And they with their daddy?
I'm sorry. That's so funny.
No, that is.
Oh my God. So that's so wrong. Go ahead and bring another steak and some potatoes.
That's so wrong.
No, don't bring no potatoes.
Sesame sauce.
No, bring the check. I'm paying for my meal and your meal. I'm not paying for your kids' meal. No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not paying for their kids' meal. No.
So you don't think you owe me after having me wait an hour and a half?
The answer to her question is absolutely no. She waited because she wanted to, and now we know why she decided to wait that long.
I told you I owe you. I owe you one. I'll take you out
Okay,
again.
and so you're gonna pay for my kids' food?
No, I'm not doing that.
Can you please go ahead and
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
No. Hold up, beautiful. Hold up. Don't do that.
Why you not
Listen.
bring two, please?
What's her name, Kiera?
Bring 2 orders.
Why should I do that, Kiera?
Because you sitting right here on the date.
I was late to the date.
Can you bring 2 orders?
But I'm saying,
please?
why would I get her kids food? Why would I get her kids some food? They with their daddy.
She was right here.
They daddy should be paid.
I'm a single mom, and I would never ever expect someone to buy my kids food on any date, let alone a first date. I would never ask anyone to pay for my kids when they are already being nice enough to pay for my meal. That's insane. She needs to stop going on dates and start going to job interviews if she can't feed her kids. This is the best part of this clip.
So it's for my kids.
Real kid.
Yeah, you owe me that.
And they with their daddy?
I liked her confidence when she suggested he owes her children food. She feels like it's his duty to provide free meals for her and her kids. Mind you, this is just their first date. I wonder where this entitlement is coming from. What are you doing on dates when you're not able to provide for your children? Instead of wasting her time trying to meet people, she should use it more productively. It would be better if it was used to find a job to support her family.
No, bring the check. I'm paying for my meal and your meal. I'm not paying for your kids' meal.
At this point, she should be grateful he is still willing to pay for her meal, because other guys would have left as soon as they understood their date used this opportunity to get her whole family free food. They would just excuse themselves to the toilet and leave the restaurant, and she would be left with the full bill. Fortunately, he was still willing to cover their bills, but she wasn't having it, as she also wants her kids fed.
No.
So you don't think you owe me after having me wait an hour and a half?
What does being late have to do with feed the whole family? She would have asked him to pay for her children's meal regardless of whether he was late or not, because when she left the house, they didn't have their meal ready. Now she thinks he is wasting her time. I thought they both were trying to get to know each other, but for some reason, she thinks her time is more valuable.
So I call my baby daddy and I'm like, hey baby daddy, I'm on my way to drop the kids off. Where do you want me to go? Do you want me to pull around front or do you want me to pull up to our usual spot? He said pull up to the usual spot. Now I'm getting excited because he said pull up to the usual spot. That means he don't want sister wife to see us. See me, I'm finna get some. That's what's so good. So now once I pull up to the regular spot, after we're done exchanging our welcomes, he tells me, now pull up to the front so that she can see me get the kids out the car. And he proceeds to go to the candy lady to get a soda because that's what he came back there for, to get a soda. Now, after about an hour of me sitting there, letting him spend time with his baby, I go to leave. And this man has the audacity to say, so you're not gonna let Sierra see the baby? What? Put my baby in the car seat, I'm finna go.
I would have kept this whole story to myself. I don't know why a lot of people think social media is the right place to display their whole life. Don't we have privacy anymore? I think certain matters should be kept secret. I know most people already have enough drama to deal with in their own lives, so it's unnecessary to provide more. Instead of directing her energy to find another person so she can give her child a well-structured home, she decided to still entertain her ex even though he is already in a full relationship.
She wants to know men's opinion when it comes to dating. She is a single mother and would like to know if the number of children will affect her dating life.
Men, I have a genuine question for you. If you were to date a single mum, like if you had no issues dating a single mum, would it matter if she had 1 or 2 kids? Like if she had 1, would you be more inclined to date her than if she were to have 2? Would love to know your advice and take on this.
I'm curious, how are you single? Depends on the kids, and if you expect me to financially support them or not. It's all about preference, and each of us has a different view when it comes to this matter. Some guys don't mind no matter the number of children, others are open to it, but the number of children will impact their decision. Again, it depends. Other guys wouldn't mind as long as they are not expected to be financially responsible for them. So it depends on the individual preference.
This is all for today's video, and I hope you like it. Make sure to check our channel tomorrow for another exciting video. Also, don't forget to subscribe on your way out. It serves as a motivation to keep pushing us to work and upload daily content for our community.